Most conspiracy theories sound ridiculous. Secret cover-ups, shadow governments, hidden agendas. They're usually dismissed as fiction. But every now and then, the craziest conspiracy theories turn out to be 100% real. Here are 10 times that actually happened. Number 10. The government poisoned alcohol. During Prohibition, in the 1920s, when alcohol was banned in the US, illegal bootlegging was everywhere. To stop people from drinking industrial alcohol, the US government started adding toxic chemicals to it. It was called denaturing, and it killed thousands. At the time, people claimed the government was doing it on purpose. Turns out, they were. Number 9. The CIA ran a mind control program. In the 1950s and 60s, the CIA secretly launched Project MKUltra, an attempt to control human behavior using LSD, hypnosis, and psychological torture. The public didn't know until decades later, when declassified documents revealed the horrifying truth. Yes, the CIA really did try to create a mind control weapon. Number 8. The government spied on civil rights leaders. It was once considered paranoia to think the US government was spying on activists. But later documents proved that the FBI monitored and harassed civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. under a program called COINTELPRO. They bugged phones, tracked movements, and even sent threats to try to silence him. Number 7. The Tuskegee Experiment. For 40 years, from 1932 to 1972, the U.S. Public Health Service conducted an experiment on African American men in Tuskegee, Alabama. They told them they were being treated for bad blood, but in reality they were being studied to observe the long-term effects of untreated syphilis. Many died, and their families were never told. Number 6. The NSA really was watching before Edward Snowden. People who said the government was spying on everyone were labeled conspiracy theorists. But in 2013, Snowden leaked classified documents proving that the NSA was collecting data on millions of phone calls, texts, emails, and internet activity, all without warrants. The surveillance state was real. Number 5. Big Tobacco hid the dangers of smoking. For decades, tobacco companies claimed smoking wasn't harmful. Behind the scenes, they had internal research confirming that cigarettes caused cancer and were chemically addictive. In the 1990s, whistleblowers in court cases revealed the full truth. They lied, and they knew they were lying. Number 4, the mafia was real. In the early 20th century, many believed talk of an organized Italian-American crime network was overblown or made up. But when FBI agents finally cracked the code, they uncovered a massive national criminal operation. The Mafia. It had its own structure, rituals, and influence over politics, police, and business. Number 3. The government tested biological weapons on civilians. In the 1950s and 60s, the U.S. military sprayed bacteria and chemicals over American cities to test biological weapons. In one case, they released a supposedly harmless bacteria called Serratia marcescens over San Francisco, which was later linked to infections and at least one death. No one was warned or told. Number 2. Operation Northwoods. This one sounds fake, but it's real. In 1962, the U.S. Department of Defense proposed a plan called Operation Northwoods, which involved staging terrorist attacks on American soil to justify a war with Cuba. The plan included faking hijackings, bombings, and even casualties. It was rejected by President Kennedy, but the documents exist. Number 1. The Gulf of Tonkin was a lie. The Vietnam War escalated after an alleged attack on a U.S. ship in the Gulf of Tonkin in 1964. The event was used to justify full-scale war. But years later, documents revealed the second attack never actually happened. It was exaggerated, or possibly invented, to rally support for war. A conspiracy theory that turned into a historical fact. So next time you hear a conspiracy theory and think, that's too crazy to be real, remember, sometimes reality is crazier than fiction. These aren't just wild stories. They're proof that hidden truths can stay buried for years, until someone finally uncovers them. What's the wildest one you've ever heard? Let us know in the comments.